I love petting my cousin's goats, but they never came close for more than 2 seconds.
The goats forget all of the good stuff you do for them. As they grow up, they'll appreciate you more. Guess what? You're listening to the one and only Keys for Kids. My name is Zach. It's so easy to forget all of the amazing things God has done for us, isn't it? Through Jesus, He forgives us, He loves us, provides for us, and guarantees eternity with Him. Instead of forgetting the blessings God gives us, it's important to remember and celebrate them. You can do that each week at church, but also every hour of every day too. Psalm 73:28 says, "As for me, it is good to be near God. I have made the sovereign Lord my refuge." And now our story today is called Draw Near. Sara and Mom left church and headed out to Uncle Dan and Aunt Susan's farm for lunch. Sara couldn't wait to meet her cousin's new pygmy goats. On the way, Mom asked Sara what her Sunday school class had discussed that morning. "We talked about worship," Sara said. "Mrs. Taylor told us that God created us to worship Him. We worship Him when we go to church, right?" Before Mom could answer, they'd arrived. Sara's cousin Charlie ran to the car. "Come and meet Max and Mavis." He grabbed Sara's hand and led her inside a fenced area next to the barn. "Sit still and they might come over," Charlie said. He sat next to Sara on the grass. The two small goats jumped in the air, ran around the yard, and butted heads in a play battle. At first they ignored the cousins, but eventually Mavis came close enough for Sara to stroke her back. Then she went off to climb a wooden platform. "They're so cute," Sara told Charlie. "Yeah," agreed Charlie. "I love it when they come over and let me pet them. I just wish they did that more often." He grinned. "Don't they know I feed them, fill their water dish, and clean up their messes?" They laughed. Charlie sounded like a parent. On the way home, Mom brought up the topic of worship. "I think God feels a little like Charlie does with his goats," she said. "What do you mean?" asked Sara. "Charlie cares for his goats. He makes sure they have everything they need, and he loves it when they come to him. It's similar to us as Christians. We're God's children. He loves us and provides for us, and He wants us to enjoy being in His presence every day." "I guess worshiping God only on Sundays is kind of like Mavis only letting me pet her for 2 seconds, said Sara. Mom nodded. Worship is something we do at church, but it can also be anything we do with an awareness of Jesus' love and presence and a desire to serve Him. That's where we find true joy. Maybe we could read the Bible together before bed, suggested Sara. Mom nodded. That's a great way to spend time with God. So how about you? Did you know that God wants to spend time with you? Praying, reading the Bible, talking about God with your family and friends, these are just some of the ways you can spend time in Jesus' presence. As Christians, we have a relationship with Jesus, and that means we can talk with Him, serve Him, and worship Him every day. Draw near to Him and enjoy spending time in His loving presence. Our key verse for today is found in the New Testament book of James, chapter 4, verse 8.
Draw near to God, and He will draw near to you.
And our key thought today, enjoy God's presence. Looking forward to Christmas? Are you ready for your favorite holiday traditions? Well, tick off the days with Keys for Kids Radio's Advent cards. Starting December 1st, find each day's Christmas story on the Advent card. Talk with your family through the questions and ask God to help you apply the verse to your life. Each card is designed to help you stay connected to Jesus throughout the hectic holiday season. Countdown to Christmas with Keys for Kids Radio Advent cards at keysforkids.net and tap Countdown in the menu.